Now you can kind of get a reason why scooter is, I'd say about 70% of my ride is next to this right here. Supposedly there's supposed to be some kind of another night of these auroras, and I'm supposed to be able to see it past midnight, so I don't know. But river here, you'll see a lot of that here in a little bit. I'm going to be kind of leaving this area and going through some neighborhoods. I'm giving this throttle a test because the previous finger throttle I bought was for the GTR, the Wolf King GTR. Wasn't a totally compatible finger throttle. So I went to AliExpress because I talked to a few people that actually went there instead of Voro Motors, because Voro Motors is garbage anyway. And he said, hey, they got a finger throttle that's adapted to the Wolf King GT Pro. So I decided to try it for, what, 30 bucks. So far, it's been 100% perfect. Perfect. Absolutely. There's just no throttle. There's just no kick. Smooth as butter like it's supposed to, man. And that's... when you make your ride perfect to the way you like it, you're gonna... It's much better. Just something as simple as a throttle can change the entire dynamics of it. Sorry, coming around you. I do like to ride in the streets. I'm just doing this tonight. Like in my first video, I was talking about just getting out and testing this. So ended up being like a kind of a shoddy review of this scooter and a show of it. But I like to ride in the streets a lot, and that's something that I started doing pretty recently. I like the riding in the streets because, holy cow, you get a lot of attention, a lot of fun. But I avoided it for the longest time because I drive a car in the road. I don't want to ride a scooter in the road because it seemed like it would be boring. But was I wrong? This path comes down through these houses. It's pretty freaking awesome. Another shot of the river over there in the corner. I really won't be next to that for a while. I'm gonna deviate from this path and hit the roads, baby. We're gonna go fly. We're gonna get this thing up a little bit, huh? I'm doing something that I don't normally do either. Look at me, I'm not riding. I got my helmet on, but I don't have knee pads and elbow pads, and I think that could end up haunting me. It's been lately I haven't worn that, and it's gonna come back and haunt me. So when you're riding a scooter, especially a hyper scooter, you want to have full gear on and actually a full head helmet. Don't do what I do. I've just kind of trusted my skills to with no crashes. You know, I follow this this rule of thumb. You fuck around and you find out. I try not to. I don't feel like finding out. I try to stay within my skill sets, and I haven't crashed. And I've got a little over 1,000 or 1,108 miles on this scooter right now. Here, oh yeah, I gotta get on the road. Let's go do this. We're going to the road. Let's get up here. make sure my headlights are not on bright. Let's see, let's make sure that these bad boys are on the proper setting. Perfect. Yeah, this finger throttle's working great. Random talks. Yeah, I figured as I get a little more experience with posting things on YouTube, I'll probably kind of narrow down what I want to do. But at this point in time, I'm just filming just because this is my passion. If anyone's watching this and they've made it this far, you can ask me to talk about certain things if you want, and I can kind of narrow it down to certain things. This scooter, you can put a seat on it. Like some people, want to ride with the seat. Maybe they might have a physical handicap and that standing up might not be feasible. Me, I don't like to sit down. I do have seats for these, but I can't stand them. It seems to take away my joy of standing up and going. We're coming up in my favorite part of these neighborhoods. I like to ride in these back neighborhoods. I'm about 10 miles from when I started. I'm on the other side of the city, and there's this stretch of road that I love. I call it the Streets of Gold because it's such a nice surface and so smooth, and then transition to one of the shittiest roads on the entire path. I should probably call it Hell's Mile, but I've already named another part of the path that. Here we go. Just get down here. We're heading on down. Move it. Streets of Gold. Super stable scooter, man. 125 pounds. This thing is very stable. It seems like the faster you damn go, the more stable it gets. I don't know. Guess it depends on your stance too. Here's a street that I hate. Oh my god, I hate it so much. It's like they tried to fix 1,000 sinkholes and they didn't do a good job. It's like patchwork everywhere. It's weird. Just everywhere. You can see them all over the place. They just sink in and absolute trash. I don't care. Even on my Makuta 10 Plus, this road can beat you up a little bit. With this one, I am going to make a point with the Wolf King. If you're an off-road enthusiast, this probably won't be the scooter for you. You probably want to go to the next one up, called the GTR, where it has a hydraulic suspension and it's adjustable, and the damn thing's several inches taller off the ground, which is not something that appeals to me, but a lot of people are just really loving the off-road capabilities of this. This one is just not for it. The suspension's built for higher speeds on like paths and roads, and it works really well for that. Here's the part. Oh man, this road sucks. I always get so excited when I get to the end of this road. The city forgot about these people or something. There's just patches everywhere, and they sink down like 8 inches. Alright, let's get going. Really wish I would have brought my clear glasses. This is the time of day when bugs come out and you need glasses on. Maybe you'll see in some of the videos earlier that I've already gone through millions of them. And I'm wearing the type of helmet that kind of sucks to get inside your helmet and just fly around by the dozens on your head. This scooter's not for kids. I would not suggest it. Unless someone's literally, this is for an adult. This is for someone who's got a little skill under their belt or experience with scooters. You hand this off to a kid, they're going to be in trouble day one. I made that mistake. When I had that Yumi Y11 that I was talking about in the previous video, there's a kid that was teenager that was living with me at the time, and I ended up getting him the Yumi Y10. Boy, we decided he crashed all the time. He just didn't know how. I don't know what it is. He just crashed a lot, and then we went on the mountain, and he didn't understand the concept because at that period of time on the mountain there was a lot of washout from the winter, and a lot of rocks coming across the turns. You know, the wavy turns and stuff, and he didn't understand the concept of not hitting your brakes on gravel or speeding up, and he biffed it and broke his wrist and his scooter. And then he ended up at another time getting the VSET 9 Plus, and he moved back in with his family after 2 years. And I said to him, I'm like, you got the VSET now. You can't ride without your gear because you're prone to accidents. Well, he did exactly the opposite. Hello there. So I told him, you're not 16 years old or anything, man. Stay out of the streets and wear your helmet and gear. So, you know, kind of like I'm a good role model, but at that time I was wearing it constantly. I just got a little bit, you know, I ride so much that I kind of skip on some gear. I usually put on my knee pads, but today I didn't. But he decided to go to the fairgrounds when it was during fair time, and he was riding and he T-boned a car. He had no helmet, nothing on. The scooter was totally trashed and knocked him out, and the ambulance came for him. And that single-handedly was the ending of his entire scootering, and it's tragic because can be something that's amazing. So it has to be totally respected to the max. Kids want to try and do wheelies and crazy stuff. They want to show off to their friends. So Wolf King isn't going to suffice. You got to stick. Probably just, I don't know what you do for teenagers, and some people might disagree with me, and that's fine. My experience with kids riding scooters hasn't been that good. So. Well, I'm going to stop right here. I'm going to give one quick look at the scooter. It wasn't really a review that was necessary, or it wasn't full. But here it is. I got the headlights on. It's got some cool running lights on the bottom. Down on the bottom, pretty neat light up. Lights up really nice. There's a couple cool lights at the front here. And then this one right here, it's on low beam. But that thing right there on high beam, brighter than a car, I swear. It's amazing. You don't even need external lights on the top up here. You've probably seen the TFT screen up on the top, which is great. Handlebars, you can see that this right here is when I tried to do a no-handed wheelie because of a scooter Kel, and I crashed. Well, it just fell over. I wasn't going very fast. It fell over and bent my thing, but it bent it in a way that I actually like it. It actually works really well. This scooter's notorious for making a machine sound when you're riding, like a whining sound that sounds kind of cool, and people think it's part of the scooter, but it's not. It's the welds. So I siliconed them, and it made that sound go away. Got the bag for it. The fenders are pretty much useless if you want to ride in anything. A lot of people complain that this back fender doesn't stick out far enough to the back, and so water can splash straight up and get on your back. I do not ride this in water, period. You do not want to ride a $3,200 scooter in rain and damage it. But the blinkers are something that needs to be worked on. I want to change them out. Look at that. You can hardly see them. They smoked them out. They smoke screened them. You can't even see the blinkers in the daytime at all. It's got a loud horn. Quite obnoxious if you're just on a trail. In the streets it'll work, but alright. I'm actually going to end the video here. Quick overlook of the Cobble Wolf King GT Pro. This is one of those kind of scooters. It does fold, but you probably won't want to do that and move it anywhere. It's just not the most friendly and fun scooter to fold up and move around, so it doesn't do that. Pretty sweet. So far with the finger throttle and riding it over 1,000 miles, I'm going to do more of a long 1,000-mile review or something like that of this scooter, but I would have to say out of a 10 this is a 9. So my feelings towards it have gotten better over time. At first I was quite bummed out and thought that I should have waited a little bit to look into some scooters more, but this turned out to be a fantastic, and it is not a budget scooter, so never go budget. I don't care what anyone says. Save up your money. It's worth it. You won't regret it. All right, later, guys.